Hello students, welcome to another video. So in this video we will be discussing that how we can calculate or how these publication houses calculate an impact factor of a journal. So we already know what a journal is. All the PhD students and all the MTech students, they must be knowing, even the BTech students, they must be knowing what a journal is. It is a place, or it is a kind of a magazine in which where we publish our results of experimental results, where we publish. So let's dive into this video. It will be a quick video, so please stay throughout the video with me. Let's start. So before going any further, let's try to understand what is an impact factor. So impact factor, or a general impact factor of an academic journal, is a skeuometric scientometric index that reflects the yearly average number of citations that articles published in the last 2 years. So basically it reflects the citation of impact factor is it represents the citation of a particular journal, like for how many times this journal has been cited in some other research in the last 2 years. So it is frequently used as a proxy for relative importance of a journal within its field. Journals with high impact factors are often deemed to be more important than those with the lower ones. This is correct because we all know that in the scientific world, the scientific capability of a scientist is always being judged based on how many papers he is having, and out of those papers, how many of those papers are in high impact factor journals. Going to a bit of history of scientific impact factor, the impact factor was devised by Eugene Garfield, the founder of Institute for Scientific Information, ISI. Impact factors are calculated yearly starting from 1975 for journals listed in the Journal Citation Report, JCR. ICI was acquired by Thomson Scientific and Healthcare in 1992 and became known as Thomson ISI. In 2018, Thomson ICI was sold to Onyx Corporation and Baring Private Equity Asia. They founded a new corporation, Clarivariate, which is now the publisher of the JCR. Let's move further. So what are the uses of an impact factor, or where we can apply the impact factor of a journal? So, or what are the possible scenarios in which an impact factor can help? So first point would be the authors to decide where to submit an article for publication. So basically the impact factor, any author would first check what is the impact factor of a journal. So it will help authors to decide where he or she can submit an article for a publication. Another one is libraries to make collection development decisions. Another one is academic departments to assess academic productivity. All the universities or the academic departments can use these impact factor to judge the academic productivity of their faculties. Another one is academic departments to make decisions on promotion and tenure. So these, on the basis of impact factor, universities or academic department can also make decisions whether a particular professor to be promoted, or whether he can be made as a tenured professor, or he will continue on a contractual basis. Let's move further. So how is the general impact factor calculated? So this is the main topic of this video. So we will learn how to calculate the general impact factor. There is a formula for calculating an impact factor. I will discuss that formula with you. So first let's go into details of some basic understanding of a general impact factor. A general impact factor is the average number of times articles from the journal published in the last 2 years have been cited in the JCR year. I have already told you that this is the This is the number of times a particular journal has been cited in the last 2 years. The impact factor is calculated by dividing the number of citations in the JCR year by the total number of articles published in the 2 previous years. An impact factor of 1 means that on average the articles published 1 or 2 years ago have been cited 1 time. An impact factor of 2.5 means that on average the article published 1 or 2 years ago have been cited 2.5 times. Citing articles may be from the same journal. Most citing articles are from different journals. Let's move further. So this is the formula that I was talking about. This is if we have to calculate impact factor of a journal. So the formula would be the citation or in recent times in the last 2 years upon or divided by the number of recent items. So if we take an example, cites in 2008 to item published in. So if we have to calculate, it means if we have to calculate an impact factor of 2008 or for suppose let's say 2019, then what we need the citation in the last 2 years. Like if you are calculating for 2019, then you will need the citation for 2017 and 18. If you are calculating the citation for or the impact factor for 2008, then you will need the citation of 2007 and 2006. So let's suppose we have citation in 2007 as 263 and 2006 we have 374. The total is 637. Now we have to calculate the number of items published in 2007 and 2006. In this case, for example, we are taking 55 and 49. So we are taking a total sum as 104. So now what we have to do is we have to divide 637 by 104. Whatever number we will get is the impact factor of that particular journal. So I hope it is a pretty simple formula. I hope this is clear that how journal publication houses calculate the impact factor of a journal. Now let's go into the factors to consider while consulting impact factors. Like for example, a particular publication house has given an impact factor for a particular journal. Now we have to see that whether this impact factor is actual or not, or what are the factors which can influence the impact factor. First one is publication date. The impact factor is based on citation frequency of articles from a journal in their first few years of publication. This does not serve well the journals with articles that get cited over a longer period of time, let's say 10 years, rather than immediately. In other words, journal is rapidly expanding fields such as cell biology and computing tends to have much higher immediate citation rates, leading to higher impact factors than journals in field like education or economics. So basically it means that publication date also affects the impact factor, because the recent publication or the recent trends in the science are cell biology and computing sciences. So they have in the recent years they would be having more citation while as compared to the journals which are belong to the education or economics field. Another one is general impact factor, not article impact factor. So citation to articles in a journal are not evenly distributed. In fact, some articles in a journal may not be cited at all, but a few highly cited articles could lead to a high impact factor. This can also happen that for a particular journal, let's suppose there are 100 articles in a particular journal and only 20 or 30 of them are highly cited and not the rest of them. So because the 20 or 30 which has been cited repeatedly, because of them the impact factor can go high. Therefore, the impact factor does not accurately reflect the quality of individual articles published in a journal. Also, journals with more issues and articles can have higher impact factor, which could be misleading as it does not really reflect the quality of articles. Also, review articles which tends to receive more citation. Editorial letters and new items are not counted in article total, but if cited are counted as citation for the journal. Others are clinical journal and uneven coverage. Clinical journals usually have low citation count. This puts such journals at a disadvantage with research journals in the field that have higher citation count. Uneven coverage, the journal citation reports focuses much more on disciplines where the primary means of publishing is through journal article, It provides less coverage to area in social science and humanities, where books and other publication formats are more prevalent. So I hope I have done justice for this video. I have told you how a publication house can create or calculate the impact factor of a journal, and what are the factors which can influence, or which one needs to keep in mind while checking the impact factor of a journal. So this is it for the video. I hope you have enjoyed the video. Thank you.